Wait, before you scroll away, let me ask you something simple. What if the biggest upgrade everyone expected from Apple never arrived? Not because Apple failed, but because Apple refused to compromise. What if the delay everyone is disappointed about is actually the smartest decision Apple could make? Today we are talking about the Apple Watch Ultra 4, expected in 2026, and the one feature that refuses to disappear from the conversation: MicroLED. For years, this display technology has been treated like the holy grail of wearables. Brighter, more efficient, more durable, perfect for the most rugged Apple Watch ever made. And yet, according to the latest leaks, Apple has decided to delay it. Not cancel it, delay it. That decision tells us more about Apple's strategy, priorities, and future than any spec sheet ever could. The Apple Watch Ultra line has always been different. It was never designed to follow the yearly update cycle of the regular Apple Watch. The Ultra exists for a specific audience: athletes, explorers, divers, professionals who push their gear into conditions most smartwatches would never survive. Extreme heat, freezing cold, high pressure, long endurance sessions. Apple knows this user base well. And because of that, the Ultra evolves slowly, deliberately, and with purpose. Every change must earn its place. Cosmetic updates are not enough. The Ultra must justify its existence with real-world performance gains. This is why so many people believe 2026 will be the year MicroLED finally arrived. The timing made sense. Analyst predictions lined up. Apple's massive investments in display research were well documented. The Ultra felt like the perfect testing ground. Premium pricing, lower volumes compared to iPhone, a customer base that values performance over novelty. On paper, it looked inevitable. And yet, reality has a way of humbling even the most ambitious roadmaps. To understand why this delay matters, you need to understand what MicroLED actually is and why it has become so important. Unlike OLED, which relies on organic materials that slowly degrade over time, MicroLED uses microscopic inorganic LEDs that emit their own light. This change alone unlocks massive advantages. Much higher brightness, which is critical for outdoor visibility under direct sunlight. Better power efficiency, which directly translates to longer battery life. No burn-in risk, even with static elements like always-on displays. Better longevity, better contrast, better color accuracy. On paper, MicroLED is the perfect display technology for a device like the Apple Watch Ultra. That promise created years of hype. Many believed Apple would introduce MicroLED on the Ultra first, then slowly expand it to iPhones, iPads, and future AR devices. It felt like a classic Apple move. Start small, perfect the technology, then scale it everywhere. But here's the part that rarely gets discussed. Revolutionary technology does not fail because it does not work. It fails because it cannot be manufactured reliably at scale. MicroLED production is brutally complex. The process requires something called mass transfer. Millions of microscopic LEDs must be placed onto a substrate with extreme precision. One tiny error can lead to dead pixels, brightness inconsistencies, entire panel failures. Repairing these panels is incredibly difficult. Production yields remain low. Costs remain high. Assembly is slow. And long-term durability data, especially for a rugged wearable exposed to heat, cold, moisture, and impact, is still limited. For Apple, these risks are unacceptable. The Apple Watch Ultra is not a concept device. It is a global product shipped in large volumes. Apple cannot afford supply shortages. Apple cannot afford inconsistent quality. Apple cannot afford a display that behaves unpredictably after years of real-world abuse. The Ultra is trusted equipment. When someone takes it into the ocean or up a mountain, failure is not an option. This is where Apple's philosophy becomes clear. Apple does not chase headlines. Apple chases execution. The company would rather delay a breakthrough than ship it half-baked. We have seen this pattern before. OLED itself took years to arrive on the iPhone. High refresh rate displays were delayed until Apple could implement them efficiently. USB-C arrived only when Apple was ready to control the experience. MicroLED is following the same path. Instead of gambling, Apple is doubling down on OLED for the Apple Watch Ultra 4. But this is not the same OLED from a few years ago. Apple is expected to use a next-generation LTPO OLED panel with improved brightness, better power management, and enhanced outdoor readability. LTPO technology allows the display to dynamically adjust refresh rates, saving power when possible and boosting smoothness when needed. This matters more in daily use than most people realize. OLED also has something MicroLED currently lacks: a mature supply chain, reliable mass production, proven durability, lower cost per unit, years of real-world data. Apple knows exactly how OLED behaves over time. Apple knows how to protect it. Apple knows how to optimize it. For a device designed for extreme conditions, predictability is a feature, not a limitation. Pricing also plays a massive role here. MicroLED panels are significantly more expensive than OLED. Introducing them on the Ultra 4 would almost certainly raise the retail price. The Ultra is already positioned as a premium product. Pushing the price even higher would shrink its audience and make it harder to justify, even for professionals. Apple is extremely sensitive to pricing, especially in wearables. The goal is to offer value at the top end, not exclusivity for its own sake. Reliability is another critical factor. The Apple Watch Ultra must survive heat, cold, pressure, salt water, sweat, and physical impact. MicroLED has not yet proven itself in long-term rugged use. OLED has. Apple understands its failure points and how to mitigate them. When you design a device for explorers and athletes, trust matters more than novelty. This does not mean MicroLED is dead. Far from it. Apple continues to invest billions into display research and custom manufacturing. MicroLED aligns perfectly with Apple's long-term vision, especially for ultra-thin wearables, AR glasses, and spatial computing devices where power efficiency and brightness are critical. The delay should be seen as a timing issue, not a cancellation. Industry insiders now suggest 2027 or later as a more realistic window. So what will the Apple Watch Ultra 4 focus on instead? Without MicroLED, Apple still has plenty of room to deliver meaningful upgrades. A more powerful S-series chip is expected, bringing better performance and improved on-device intelligence. This will support advanced health features and smoother interactions. Battery optimization will likely improve further, pushing multi-day usage even longer, especially during GPS-heavy activities. Health and fitness capabilities are also expected to expand. New sensors, better algorithms, more accurate recovery tracking, improved heart metrics, possibly new non-invasive measurements. Apple continues to push health as a core pillar of the watch, and the Ultra is where these features often shine first. Design changes will likely be subtle. Stronger materials, improved water resistance, small ergonomic tweaks that improve comfort and usability. Apple rarely reinvents the Ultra's design because it already works. Instead, it refines. Software will play a massive role. watchOS improvements will bring smarter insights, better navigation tools, and deeper ecosystem integration. This is where Apple often delivers its most meaningful upgrades. Features that make the device feel smarter, more helpful, and more personal over time. For most users, these improvements matter more than a new display label. Athletes and professionals care about battery life, reliability, accuracy, performance. Apple understands this audience. The Ultra 4 is being shaped by practical value, not hype. My honest opinion is this: the MicroLED delay is not a disappointment. It is a sign of discipline. Apple is choosing to protect user trust rather than rush a technology that is not ready. When MicroLED finally arrives, it will arrive confidently, at scale, and without compromise. That is the Apple way. The Apple Watch Ultra may 4th not deliver the breakthrough everyone hoped for, but it will still stand as the most reliable, refined, and purpose-built premium smartwatch on the market. MicroLED is the future, but the future must wait until it is ready. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with others, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the latest leaks and updates.